There's a moment right after you say it, after the words are finally out, where absolutely nothing has been decided yet. Not her answer, not what happens between you two, nothing. And what you do in the next few minutes matters more than what you actually said. Most guys don't realize this until it's already too late. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes the second they say something real. They start watching every micro expression, every shift in her posture, trying to read the outcome before it's even happened. That pressure, the way you're staring, waiting, practically begging with your eyes for a reaction, that's usually what makes people freeze up. Not because they don't have feelings, because you turned a normal moment into a test they feel like they have to pass immediately. So what should you actually be doing instead? It's simpler than you think, but almost nobody does it. You let the moment breathe. You don't ask, "So what are you thinking 10 seconds later?" You don't apologize for saying it. You don't joke to break the tension. You just stay calm and let her have the space to actually feel something before responding. Here's something most people don't know. The brain needs time to shift from processing information to responding emotionally. When you rush that gap, you're basically asking someone to react before they've even caught up to what just happened. That's not a communication failure on her part. That's just how people work. Think about the last time someone surprised you with something big, good or bad. You probably didn't have your full reaction ready in the first 3 seconds either. You needed a beat. Everyone does. And here's the part that changes how this whole thing plays out, what you do with your own body in those next few minutes. If you're fidgeting, over-explaining, or backpedaling, your nervous energy becomes her nervous energy. People pick up on tension faster than they pick up on words. If you're radiating panic, she's going to feel like she needs to manage that panic instead of actually sitting with her own feelings. But if you stay grounded, even in the uncertainty that steadiness gives her, permission to respond honestly instead of just managing your emotions for you. This isn't about being cold or detached. Staying calm doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough not to make this about your own anxiety. There's a difference between being present with someone in an uncomfortable moment and making that moment harder because you can't sit still in it. Let's talk about what this actually looks like in practice, because stay calm is easy to say and hard to do when your heart's pounding. First, physically just slow down. Don't rush to fill silence with more talking. If she needs a second, let her have it. Look at her, not down at your feet, not off to the side, not intensely, just naturally. Second, resist the urge to soften what you said the moment it feels awkward. A lot of guys, the second they sense hesitation, jump straight to "it's fine" if you don't feel the same way. Forget I said it. That instinct comes from a good place, but it takes away her chance to actually respond. You're answering for her before she's had the chance to answer for herself. And here's something that might be hard to hear, but it changes how you should think about the whole situation. Her response, whatever it ends up being, was never fully in your control to begin with. The only thing you actually had control over was whether you were honest. You already did that part. Everything after this is information, not a verdict on your worth. The people who handle this moment well aren't the ones with the perfect line prepared in advance. They're the ones who can sit in not knowing without needing to control what happens next. That skill, sitting in uncertainty without panicking, matters in way more situations than just this one. It's the same skill that helps in job interviews, hard conversations with family, any moment where you don't get to know the outcome in advance. And whatever she says, however she responds, the way you handled those first few minutes tells her more about who you are than the confession itself ever did. Confidence isn't about already knowing the answer. It's about being able to stand steady while you wait for it. If you've ever been in this exact moment, right, I've been there in the comments. Someone reading this right now needs to know what to do next.